Okay, now it's working.
Okay.
Yeah, it says live on my end.
Yeah, I just messed up. Big
That's okay.
surprise. Okay, I'm gonna record, even though it's, these lives are recorded anyway. So
We
okay.
got it. I think we're live.
Miracles
Hi,
can
everyone.
happen. Miracles can happen. Oh my God. All right. So
Are there
hi,
people there?
everyone. Yep,
Hi.
I'm populating it. Okay. Oh, all right. We have the first two winners. Page.
Wonderful.
Wait, what did I promise? Well, page N, I'll look it up. I can't remember, but email me at elisa@atlantiscalar.com to claim your prize. And the other one is Cassandra May. I know you. They said, I love Courtney. That was
that was a nice thing to have them right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
course,
I feel
you
so
do.
loved.
Get in touch with me and I'll give you your prize. I think it was a $50 coupon or something. I can't remember. Or maybe it's healing recommendations. I don't know. I mean, I'll look it up. All right. So
Congratulations.
You have an announcement to make.
Yes. So I'm teaching starting the 14th of this month, a 3-part workshop, and then we have one Q&A day. So 4 parts. And it's called the Solstice Portal. And it's all about learning to manage your own energy and like kind of reclaim your energy to stay grounded during this crazy time on the planet. So I have early bird special right now running through Sunday. If you use the coupon Solstice 20, you can get 20% off the 4 parts. So it's pretty.
I recommend it. Really. I mean, seriously.
And Eric says he'll be there. So okay, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be fun. If Eric's there, dude.
No, and I'm going to make it fun. Like I know it's the summer. It's not going to be really. It will learn, but it's also going to be fun. It's not going to be like, tons of homework or anything crazy like that.
Blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
We're going to make it fun, interactive, but also kind of learn some tools that, I mean, I personally need to ground and pay attention to my energy every day with everything that's going on. I don't know about you, Elisa. It's been a lot, right?
I never do. I swear to God, it's like, I don't know. I'm just very undisciplined when it comes to just trying to find the time. But yeah, it's so important to ground yourself. And, especially now with the super moon approaching in June, on June 14th, it's super important for Leo, Taurus, Aries, and Aquarius, I think. But
yeah, so it should be fun. I hope everybody can join, and yeah, that's it. So
awesome. Okay. We'll go ahead and start with the things.
Okay.
Okay. Cassandra Figueroa, I think her name is, because I think I know her. Is asking if her grandpa Jose Figueroa has any messages for her brother Anthony. So Jose Figueroa, any
messages for Anthony? Okay, hold on a second. Eric's bringing him.
I love you, Eric. Of course.
He says he loves you, Mom. He goes he did like a little is that what is that? Like a little flash, a little sign. I don't think I did it right. He's like making fun of me because I'm not really I don't know. I'm not up with this. Yeah. So sorry, don't distract me. Okay, so Jose.
Yeah, right.
There's Jose. He wants to tell Anthony that things are going to get better. He's been in a really hard space. He feels like everything is falling apart in his life. He has a sense that nothing is going well for him. And I think he's struggling with some depression but just to tell him that he's there for him. He watches over him and things are going to start to get better.
When?
In the next couple months. He's through the worst of it. The worst of it. So tell him he's through the worst of it, because I don't know, it feels like a lot has kind of just fallen apart in his life recently, which, that can happen, but he's through the worst of it. Things are going to get better. So. All
right. Everybody send Anthony Figueroa love, prayers, healing energy, please. Okay. Okay. All right. We got Elena from Germany.
Hi, Alina.
Lazarova. All these accents I do in a Spanish accent, I think. I don't know what's going on with me. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Dear Eric, there is this opportunity tomorrow in Berlin. Should I go, or is this not going to be a positive experience?
He says that you know the answer to this. I get a yes. He's giving me a thumbs up to go.
Oh,
Something about there's some fear in the way. Like she just kind of feels like, why bother? Or, nothing will turn out good from going. Whatever that messaging that's there, because there's this kind of like boulder or block, put that aside and just go.
so something positive will come of it.
Yes, it might not be in that exact day or moment, but it's sort of like, how we're talking about thinking about energy when we're beginning to put our energy in a certain area and we're kind of like bringing our attention to that, it will start to show up. So it may not feel like it's coming directly from the event, but it sets the wheels in motion is what he's showing me. So,
okay.
So yes.
I actually have a question. Someone sent me this really interesting interview called The New Revolution or something. And it was an interview with this brilliant woman, Dr. Sandra Rose Michaels, who created this the scalar instrument that's actually beautiful. Really
wow.
beautiful.
That's awesome.
And she's a physicist, etc. And it's like, the first time the interviewer had experience with it was with his aunt who had this huge fibroid, and like just an hour in there, it fully disappeared.
Wow.
And I'm wondering if I should help people that way they're kind of expensive, but if I can help more people I don't think can it be done remote? Can I have this beautiful thing and have the person's photograph or DNA and address?
Yeah, you can do it actually remote. It looks like there's a way in which you can use the tool. I don't think she used it remote. I don't think that's that's what I'm hearing. That's not something she did or does rather, but that you can experiment with it and you will find success using the tool with remote healing. So
yeah, I mean, I would love to do it to help, even though scalar energy would really help my eldest daughter's father-in-law a lot with his cancer. I would just love to help him more. I mean, he's the reason I got into scalar energy healing. So, but she's brilliant and I just get a good feeling about it. And
I got a good feeling about it too. It feels really like I don't know, whatever she's made is very powerful.
Yeah, I think it's ET technology, really. I do. Channel.
Yeah, there's something Tesla is connected to this too. He's showing me. Tesla's standing right there in this moment.
But there's been a lot.
But you've known him before, he says, Tesla.
Yes, I know. We've talked.
Yeah.
So it would be nice for me to increase my ability to help other people that way. There's also something called red light and infra and near infrared light that can help people heal. I don't know if that's as powerful or not. Maybe it is.
It will definitely be helpful, but the machine is next level. I keep hearing that's what Eric calls it, next level. Like it's next level technology. I agree. It feels off planetary. But Tesla was able to channel a lot of that in his lifetime. So your work is somehow connected with him.
Okay. I'm trying to find this thing so I can show you guys. But
I didn't know Tesla was going to come today.
The revolution of healing advancing beyond med technology. It's like, let me see if I can show you a picture of.
This is Tesla. He says this will be the revolution in healing toward the future. This is what people will be doing in the future. So you're like on the cutting edge of he shows me the year 2030 as like when there's a lot that's going to be changing over time, but 2030 is when the big kind of comes in as like a big change of how people heal themselves.
I mean, I think it's it's the future, and
It is the
I'd love
future.
to create. Can't afford it yet, but I would love to create a center where people can like be in their beautiful lazy boys and have these panels of these things that Dr. Sandra creates. Oh, what happened? Okay, hang on. I'm going to show you a picture.
Okay.
No, hang on. But
it's really powerful.
and it's actually beautiful.
We're actually sitting next to.
Look at that.
Speak in this interview. Can you show?
Oh, cool.
That's the
Wow.
cube. That's
It's amazing. I want to do it.
I know, but I think that's like $15,000. I am not there yet, but it'd be nice to just rent a space and have these panels everywhere and just people bathe in it and it heals them. But I don't think she does instructions. Me, I like for like hypertension relief. I mean, you have to be I think you have to be a doctor and have instructions in that field of like nitric oxide levels up, peripheral vascular resistance, blah, 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 angiotensin renin system. So I think that this combined with the medical know-how anyway, but
it would be really, yeah, I vote,
feel
I vote
like
yes.
it's gonna be the answer. Okay. All right. E pluribus unum. Wait, did I miss anybody? Oh no. Elizabeth from Rochester. I know you. Any
Hi,
advice
Elizabeth.
on opening to financial abundance? I know things have since shifted since the energy repair, protection, and enhancement, but I still feel a little stuck. I just did it on her, so it's gonna, sometimes it takes.
He said, okay, so Eric is saying to notice your thoughts. Just start, that's it. It's like very, very on a practical level, just start noticing when like you start worrying. Now it's very hard for Eric and I to sit here and say, stop worrying, because
stop thinking about a pink elephant in the. No, I know.
No, it's very hard. But when you notice, he says, your mind worrying, or you going to that worry space of I don't have enough, I'm not going to have enough, I'm never going to have the right money, or whatever thought. I mean, trust me, I've had them all, in this lifetime. But start to just imagine like you're flipping it and just kind of like flip it in that moment and quickly change it. Like, you know what? I always am provided for. I always have enough. And he wants you to just to kind of work with that, because that combined with the scalar work there's a lot of changes that are going to begin rapidly unfolding. So I feel like it's actually very powerful.
And she really deserves it. She's a lovely woman.
Oh, I can tell. I love her
yeah,
energy. Yeah, she's lovely.
I love her last name too. But yeah, it's like, think of yourself as already having everything you need. And this goes for everybody. Scarcity is an illusion. It really is. Abundance is infinite. You can have everything you want.
Absolutely.
Like you already have it. You already have it.
So sometimes we get caught in these, like he's showing me like a hamster wheel, and he wants to talk about this actually for a second, because this is a lot of people that are listening to this are struggling with this exact thing. There's a lot going on. Our gas is like $9 a gallon in California, it's crazy. So we get on these hamster wheels of like, not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. When you get on a hamster wheel, it's like self-perpetuating. Even just go outside, look at the world plants, there's abundance, flowers. I mean, it's naturally abundant, right? So start to notice, he says, the abundance all around you, and that'll help. So just shift into that energy.
That's excellent advice. When my kids, I had 5 of them, not easy, but I loved it. When they had a breakdown or whatever, I would take them outside and I would ask them to pay attention to certain things, like look at that bird, look at that. I mean, get their mind out of their just inner air and look at that street sign, look at that. And it really helps. So sometimes maybe that helps adults too, where you
he agrees. That's why he's mentioning it.
Walk and just look at things and say, that's a so-and-so. That's a
because he says this, like, this is interesting. I mean, how many times do we go outside and actually really look at a bird, or really look at a tree, or really look at a flower?
I did that today. I went on a hike and I just was looking at the birds and the squirrels, and I said, God, I just love you. I mean, thank you, Mama Gaia, for just, just giving sustenance to all these beautiful life forms. It's like so grateful. Anyway, Tomas Runeman.
Hi, Tomas.
I'm depressed and been feeling stuck for a long time and need to move on and find something new to do to my life in my life. Any advice? Much appreciated.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm so sorry you're struggling, Tomas. Depression is really hard. One thing Eric wants, this is just a very practical, but first thing that he's saying is he needs to move, physically move. So walk around the block every day.
Oh,
Get
I see.
up.
I thought you meant
like
move your dresses. Okay. Oh,
no. He means like move his body. So
do the
because
salsa.
yeah, like there's kind of a feeling of like stagnation, and it's really hard to start. I mean, we're not talking like you don't have to go take like a workout class yet. I mean, but go just walk around the block real quick, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's first thing. He wants him to move more because there's not enough physical movement. The second thing he's saying is there's some emotional pain that he's carrying around from childhood. I'm not going to get into specifics because we're live on camera, but he wants him to work with someone, a therapist, a healer, a practitioner, someone that can help him release some of this emotional pain and maybe the scalar work could be helpful because it feels like some stuck energy that's kind of keeping him in this like depressive state.
Well, what about you? Can you help? And of course, Veronica, she does the emotion code thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It might be something that would require not necessarily with me, but with whomever, like a few times of just getting it all cleared out. You know what I'm saying?
Worth it.
Absolutely. So
you're working with doing inner child work and stuff like that. I feel for some reason this would be very helpful for him.
I agree because it feels like there's some. It's like it's not from now necessarily, but it's like old stuff that's just stagnant.
Anything coming from another life?
I'm getting it's mostly from this lifetime.
Okay.
It's mostly from this lifetime.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Olivia Paget from North Carolina. Beautiful state.
Mm-hmm.
When does Eric visit me the most? Oh, that's a cool question.
She sees signs of me, he says. He feels like he's been coming kind of in more of a dream state.
So night?
Yeah, evening. Nighttime. He's around and she's asked him to work with her or be one of her guides, it feels like. And he always does it if people ask. I mean, he tells me at least.
He does.
Yeah, he's got a long list.
Ask and you shall receive. He will help new and upcoming mediums. He'll help in any way he can. Okay, so let's see. Stephanie Clark.
Hi, Stephanie.
Did I have a past life in Salem, Massachusetts during the witch trials in the 60s?
Yeah, it didn't go well.
Stephanie, you knew that, right? Wow.
She already knew. Already knew. I can see. Well, we know what happened.
Was she an accuser or a witch? Or a
no, she was a witch.
Accused.
Yes, accused. Yeah, no, she didn't. I mean, and we've all done it all. So I
know we've all been murderers and whatever. We've all done it all. Yeah.
Right. But in this lifetime, no, she was actually, they're saying a wise woman, a healer. She didn't even really call herself a witch, but she did something that looks like with like birth, like a
midwife.
Yeah, midwife. But I can see the herbs. So she would make these kind of like herbs that women would take before they were going to give birth or after to heal. Looks like, they tried to destroy everything. Like all of those are, wisdom traditions, the feminine really is what has, but it's coming back. So it's good that she's incarnated and she can bring her healer energy to the planet now,
what did she do,
and she's safe to do this. She's still in the process of figuring out her gifts as a healer, but I'm really sensing this like wisdom. Like she's a wisdom keeper, so she can offer wisdom to people, spoken wisdom. She's
Is
just
that
really
professionally or just with friends and family? And
I sense friends and family right now, although it may turn into professional at some point. Mhm.
okay, let's see. June Murphy.
Hi, June.
Hello. How do I know if I am receiving a message or if it's my own thoughts? Sometimes on my walks, a person will be approaching and I hear a name. Wow. So I ask that, if that means anything. Sometimes it does.
Yeah, she's getting clear messages. So how do you know? Well, this I could talk about. Eric says I could write a novel on this or a book on this. I might actually write a book on this. He might help me. But right now, what you can do is number one, you're clairaudient because you hear. So one of the first things I say to people is pay attention to how you get messages. Like some people get pictures, some people get words, some people, see things kind of more outside of themselves, but that is actually psychic visioning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So pay attention. So you get words. How do you know if it's one, this idea that I'm just making it up or it's just my thoughts. That's one of the biggest things that we kind of have to throw out the window. We have to just get rid of it.
Really happening.
Yes.
Have the faith.
Have the faith.
Hearing.
Because
make it basically.
Because think about it. Anytime we receive guidance from other aspects of ourselves or our spirit guides, it feels like a fairy tale. Like it just always will feel kind of made up because we're not receiving it through our normal channels, sight, hear, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
So we have to kind of just start to trust ourselves. And she is really receiving a lot of information right now. The more she can lean in and trust.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just trust. All right. Angelica Pantera, any messages regarding a new man in my life?
Eric says fall.
Ooh.
She doesn't want to, she wants it now. She's really, and I get it when she's really ready for the relationship. It feels like she's done prep work, kind of like, I'm ready, universe, like that. Like it's cute.
Good.
I like it. It feels like it's all kind of lining up and I think she meets him in the fall. Good. Obviously if the dream guy shows up in the summer, be open,
Yeah.
But,
so how will they cross paths? Co-workers, friends of friends?
I feel like it's somebody sets them up. So like a friend of a friend.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't feel online necessarily. Be open, but as with anything, you sort of want to put yourself in that space to be able to meet somebody and then kind of like see how it shows up. Right.
Okay.
So,
all right. Christy Hadley, Palm Coast, is my new job going to work out?
Yes. He says it's a good fit. I think she's going to be happy there.
All
there's something, he calls it a learning curve. And early on, there's a feeling like, oh, this is so hard. I'm maybe in the wrong spot, but give it a month. You're going to feel better.
Oh, good. All right. Claudia wants to know if Brett H is alive or dead in heaven.
I get that he's crossed over.
Okay. Any message from him?
It's weird. It's kind of like I don't feel him that strongly, but I hear that he's crossed over. I don't know why. I don't
not
hear
a real strong energy. Maybe
I don't strong. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Kimberly Ropelt, anything from her father, Robert Donahue?
I see a picture of some children, so I feel like Kimberly might be a mother. And I think this his grandkids. I think so. I think either she's a mother or she wants to become a mother soon. that he watches over her children. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
Anything else? Robert Donahue.
Robert feels like he had some type of something sudden happened to him, that he passed over quickly, but that he's doing, I can feel his big smile. He's doing really well. He's in a good space right now.
Good.
Mhm.
So he's happy.
Yeah. I see a tattoo. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I don't know if somebody in your family has a tattoo. He's
Or
showing
maybe
me
he
that.
does.
Yeah.
All right, Nina. Hi guys, I started a new volunteer job and I'm looking for paid work on the side, but I couldn't. She hadn't been able to find anything yet. I was also considering traveling to a cheaper country to save money. Any advice? Nina.
Eric says it's coming. I see that she will find something. Don't give up. This is not the moment to give up. I know it's really hard. Oh, I hate looking for a job. I've totally been there. You've been there. We've been there. It's no fun. And he says, don't give up. She's going to find something this month.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
So does she need to move to a different country?
I don't get a yes on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karen Stoddard. Any messages in general, Eric, for her?
Karen
Stoddard.
She's in I hear something about learning. She's in a space of deep learning. There's a lot of learning happening in her life. It could be spiritual lessons. And it could be she's just really drawn to learn new things. Like if you're drawn to learn new things right now, let yourself do that. So it's a really big period of growth for her. So
Karen.
Yeah.
Don Bassett, what job should I be doing?
I see something with his hands. Like I wonder if he works with like doing something physically with his hands.
Okay.
Feels important. Like he does not feel like the kind of guy that wants to be seated at a desk looking at a computer. It doesn't feel right for him. He feels something interactive. These are just kind of some ideas and think, what can I do every day that feels like everything's a little bit different every day? I'm able to walk around. I'm able to enjoy myself. It's kind of funny because I think he doesn't think he likes talking to people, but he needs to be interacting with other people.
So he's probably better at it than he thinks.
He is. Yeah.
And maybe if he's in the perfect career, maybe it would come easier for him to talk to other people and it would benefit him.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. Only one question per person. Sorry. Sally Lowe lives in Peoria, Illinois. She's been in a rut lately. Eric, any advice for her?
He wants her to get out of her comfort zone. So the rut is a feeling that she feels that it's like Groundhog Day.
Oh,
Ugh. Every day is that.
Sometimes I get that feeling too, dude.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes. I mean, it's okay. And it's okay that you've been feeling low and like things aren't going your way, but he wants you to like do something you wouldn't normally do. Like say you come home, you make dinner, you watch a certain type of show, you go to sleep, that's your normal. He wants you to like, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. He shows me like go dancing, like go. I think it's like salsa or something. It's like
I was thinking salsa. I swear to God.
I swear he's showing me salsa dancing. So I'm sorry if that's a weird thing to tell you to do.
I would break a hip if I tried that, man. I'm so.
You can see it too. It's like this, like like the
exactly.
And maybe
that I got the Spanish blood in me. My father's from Spain, but I have no rhythm at all.
Well, I bet. So I think Elisa, you should dance too.
I know, but how many bones are we going to break? No, I know. I do need to.
So, but I feel like, is that literal or a metaphor? I think it's literal. I think she needs to dance. There, I said it.
All right. Who, me or Sally?
Sally.
Yeah, Sally, dance. We'll dance together, Sally. Come on over.
Mm-hmm.
Elena Rivera. Does Eric have any messages for her? She's been working with him using dowsing rods. Cool.
She's really, he's saying that she's really progressing with the dowsing. Like she's learning how to, I guess, we call it dowser. Is that right? I don't know.
Yeah.
And she's really good at it. So he wants her to trust that I think he's helping teach how to do this. He's laughing because he's like, everybody thinks I'm an expert and everything.
But you
Yeah.
are.
But he is. And she's doing really well. So just stick with it, because I think she's going to help clear spaces and help heal a lot of people, a lot of homes, areas.
Awesome. Yeah, you can look up how to use dowsing rods to close bad portals, for example. Yeah, that's really good. All right, Christine L. What line of work do you see me in next? And Christine L lives in Australia.
Okay. Healer. I don't know if she's thought of that or doesn't believe that yet.
Yeah.
It might take hands-on.
Like Reiki? Quantum touch?
Something like that. Yeah. Right. Something. She'll know the modality she's drawn to.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Stacy from South Carolina. What are her spiritual gifts, Eric?
Yeah, well, number one, Stacy can make people laugh like nobody else.
Aww.
That's actually a really beautiful gift.
That's very healing. Oh my God.
It is. I mean, laughter is some of the highest vibration in the planet, you know? So she's good at that.
It's a form of love. Yeah.
Full of love. She also is sensitive to energy, sensitive to the feel. It's more of an internal feeling. She'll just sort of get a feeling about something or someone and kind of have a feeling in her body. And she gets like knowings, almost like a download or a clear thought about people.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's cool.
And she's funny.
With that?
Can she what? She can strengthen her own gifts and abilities, and it will help her in everything she does. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pawnee Patel in Richmond, Texas. Go Texas. Wanted to see if Eric has any recommendations for me on anything. Love you guys.
Well, he's like, that's a little broad.
I know.
Okay. What are you on anything? Yeah, he wants her to slow down a little bit and integrate each, it feels like she's moving through a bunch of lessons, spiritual lessons. Like a lot is coming up for her and a lot of clearing is happening. It's positive. It doesn't feel like that, but he wants her to kind of slow down and integrate each lesson. He's like, this is for you too, Mom, before you move on to the next thing.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Ben Mears, MEARS, Southampton, England. Any messages from Spirit?
They're saying, this is his guides, but Eric's here too. Okay. They're saying that he is on the right track. It's like the path is clear before him, but he keeps feeling like he's off the path or not on the right path. But everything is, he just can't see it. He is on the right track.
But he just didn't feel it.
Not yet. Okay. Not yet. But things are going to begin to make more sense.
When?
Good question. Next year. This year feels hard, and I'm sorry to say.
It is for so many people. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Ken Wilson.
Hi, Ken.
Thank you both for doing this. Sending love and light to you too. Thank you. Sending it back.
Thank you, Ken.
I was wondering if Eric has any messages for me. Ken Wilson. I know him.
He has a very spiritual, he's very spiritual. I mean, he feels like he's just like a very high spiritual being. He's done a lot of work on himself. Yeah. Eric says, he works with Eric like every day.
Good.
That
I believe it. This guy's amazing.
I feel that too.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
he
Very spiritual, very powerful spiritual being.
I feel that that
Yeah.
he's done a tremendous amount of healing on himself this year. Eric sees it, and he's just kind of saying that because sometimes when we're doing all this work on ourselves, it's like, does anybody know that I'm doing all this? Like, am I just doing this for no reason? You know? But he's just kind of validating that that's what's happening for him. So
Any other practical advice for Ken?
meditate.
Ugh. Awful. Okay, I'm just kidding. Vanessa Y. Any messages from Eric or loved ones feeling stuck in a funk these days? Vanessa Y.
He wants her to remember to find small pockets of joy. I mean, not even joy. She said, don't you say joy, because that's too like hard. But small pockets of like, this is okay. This moment's okay. Yeah, like, you know, for example, he wants me to give this example.
Okay.
You know, I had a really hard week last week. Somebody very close to my family passed away very suddenly. And so, you know, it's okay. But it just was, it reminds us that life is really precious and a gift, and we can really appreciate it, you know? And so I've had my moments, and I was like brushing my daughter's hair, getting ready for school. And I just had this overwhelming feeling, like, just be present to that. Like, there's actually like, just, she's a little girl, and
yes, beautiful, that beautiful hair just brushing it. Yeah.
And so even amidst this pain and grief that is kind of present, I can remember, oh yeah, I'm here in this body. It's a gift, and I can just brush her hair. And so he wants me to give that example because, one, to say that, you know, just because we're psychics or we're mediums or whatever, we still have human stuff. Everybody does, and we all go through it. And it's hard for a lot of people on the planet right now. You're not alone. You know, you're not alone. That's the first thing that he wants me to say. But the second thing is, find pockets of peace, find pockets of joy, you know, small things, so like cooking a meal.
When will things get better for Vanessa?
Things are going to improve this summer for her, but he wants
to do
that's what he wants her to do, to start just like cultivating a little bit of like,
right. Look at the beauty in your life. There's always beauty in life, you know, and in others, etc.
Yeah, exactly. So
sometimes it takes just smiling at people when you're in the parking lot, going to Kroger or whatever.
And it's like in these small moments, we can actually drop into what we're doing and being present. Yeah. Because like, I know for me, sometimes my escape is, if I don't feel like I feel pain, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go check my phone, or I'm going to do something to avoid it.
Right.
And he was, you know, Eric has been helpful this week, and among several beings of light, but they wanted to say, like, no, don't, just feel it for a moment. Feel it. If you have to be with something painful, feel it.
Feel your feelings, man.
And it will pass. And then it begins to shift, you know? So
you have to lean into your feelings to get to the other side. All right, Brittany Levanti, could you tell me something about the baby she's expecting in November?
Yeah, Eric goes like this. She looks very, she's one of these, she's like a new earth baby. So she's a very evolved soul. Ooh. I hope I'm right on that. Sometimes I'm wrong, you know, but, she feels like a very evolved soul, and like very advanced soul. Interesting. Ooh. Some of these very advanced souls are coming to the planet right now. We need them.
We need them for sure.
You know, so you will know that she brings a lot of delight and joy to the planet. She's going to be, I feel like she's going to be really social.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. You better get back to us. Let us know. Heidi Montoya. She's wondering why her thyroid does not heal with any Western, Eastern, or energetic treatment. Heidi Montoya, who I know very well.
Okay, Heidi. Thyroid. 1 second. I'm just going to ask her thyroid. There is some, like, I would call it what I would call, like, I hear the word like negative messages or, a feeling of like beating up on myself. I'm talking about her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was sorry, just like a feeling I kind of like I'm hard on myself. Yeah, like I'm hard on myself. I put she's kind of saying to me, the thyroid, that I put myself down. And so there's like a feeling, and we all do it. So no shame, just start to notice if that's true for you. I want you to notice this pattern. Like, when do I act hard on myself? When do I beat myself up? When do I feel like I'm not good enough, not worthy
Where
enough?
is that coming from? Is it coming from peers in the past, parents?
I see like a group of kids saying stuff. Like, it feels like it's
from childhood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there anything from another life?
There may be some energy to clear from another life also. Yes.
Which you and Veronica and others can do. So you maybe look into that. All right. Tarot Destiny. Janice Link wants to know how she can expand her tarot knowledge and psychic abilities.
Can I say one more thing about the thyroid he's showing me?
Of course.
Okay.
No, you're not allowed. I'm kidding.
Something with the gut or like her stomach lining feels inflamed or like what's the word? Leaky.
Gut? So maybe the scalar energy, GI microbiome optimization and relief from leaky gut would help. So
yeah, and
I don't know if I did or not.
Anyway, so okay, sorry. Tarot Destiny.
What is leaky gut is behind so many things.
Oh yeah, I had that and it was like ruining my life, honestly. Anyway. So
are you okay now?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get Scalar at some point pretty soon, because I still struggle with health stuff. Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah.
Janice Link.
Wait, what about tarot Destiny?
Expand her tarot knowledge and psychic abilities.
Okay.
Practical steps though.
Practical steps. Well, I hear to get a divine and sacred, always want to use, though you can use different words, but that's pretty helpful. Divine and sacred tarot specialist in the spirit world to like be assigned to her. To help her with.
She ask for that?
We can ask for a specialist for anything, really.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, really, I asked for like a specialist for, to help me find babysitters, for example. I mean,
cool.
Well, you want somebody safe watching your kids,
Yeah,
so,
of course.
So, to call on divine and sacred specialists. I feel like she's pretty tuned in, actually, and she will be able to like at least get a name, if not a feeling or an image of this guide who's coming in, and she can begin to kind of work with the guide.
Can you give a name?
They want her to do it. They won't do it. They won't do it. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Lisa Smith has apparently had a visit from the archangels. I don't know which ones. Any message? Was there a
Gabrielle, Raphael?
Any messages from those archangels that visited?
I feel Gabrielle and Raphael for sure. Okay. Raphael. Hi, Raphael.
I love him. He's on the team.
Yeah. You work with him often, he says.
Yeah.
She is coming into divine remembrance of who she is in this lifetime. Consider for a moment that all of the trouble is part of the process of you remembering who you are.
Wow.
She will start to work with the angels. I feel like this is not a one-time thing. I feel like this is part of how she is choosing to like ascend in this lifetime.
Wow.
Is through her work with the angels. So yeah.
All right. Cassandra May wants to know if there are any messages from her grandmother, Joyce Link. Another link.
Well, steam's coming out of the oven. So she's making something for you. Like it looks like a casserole. I don't know. She's proud of all that she's accomplished in her life. It looks like she's worked really hard. Cassandra has to get to the place where she is in life. Like she's extremely hard worker. It kind of runs in their family. I see. And that she watches over her from the other side, but she's like cheering her along.
Well, that's so sweet. Any advice from grandmother?
Don't forget, you got to have fun sometimes.
Y'all forget that, I swear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Hang on, because the chat thread did something weird. As it always does every single freaking time.
It like
here we go.
Skips or something, right?
Marie Andrea Atlantis Scalar, am I an earth angel and do I have gifts?
Yes. Yes.
I think I already told you that, Marie.
She just Eric said she just wanted it from another source.
I don't trust me. All right. And what are her gifts?
She's pretty clairvoyant, I think.
Oh.
She can hear. She has a lot of gifts. She just needs to develop them a little bit.
You can ask Eric to help you too. All right, Teresa Bronner from Salinas, California. Any message from my stepdad who passed in October 2021? We don't have his name, but Teresa Bronner, BRO.
So either I think she must have taken care of him on something like that, because he says, thank you for taking care of me and helping me. So it feels like she did a lot of work to help him at the end of his life, and he thanks her and recognizes that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
He's good. Whatever he was suffering with was really, he says, eating away at him. But he's in a good place now.
Thank God. Cheryl, hi. Thank you for the sweet words. Appreciate your videos, listening from Mass, USA. Thank you very much, Elisa, Eric, Courtney. All right. Thank you. Estrella Olivar, a message from my aunt, Ulelia, Eulia, Ulelia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Estrella Olivar.
Hi, Estrella. Ulelia, I hope I'm saying it right, she's like really good sense of humor. She makes people laugh, and she's trying to make you laugh.
Oh,
It's gotten a little serious around there, and so she's trying to make you laugh. She also could be kind of like a little bit strict too, but she has this very like warm heart, sense of humor, like the kind of like bring everybody in, give everybody hugs kind of person. So she's doing that from the other side.
Well, that's awesome.
Giving everybody a hug.
Hey, I'd like to message from my maternal grandparents, Grant and Regis Terrell. I love them so much.
Did they help raise you, or were they like integral?
In a way, yes, because my parents were just so.
That's what I'm hearing.
Really
that was there. Hold on a second. Grant and Regis.
Regis, yeah.
They're really. This is Regis.
Nana. Hi, Nana.
Yeah. They are so. One, just something to know that the part that they did in helping raise you, it might not be that you lived with them, but they were integral, like something just foundational to your life.
Yes.
It feels like without them, you wouldn't be the same person.
Yeah.
At all. Like, I don't know if I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but you might have not done well in your childhood or lit in your adult life if you hadn't been for them.
Yeah.
They're saying
really loving. Yeah.
Yeah, they're loving, they're kind, they're helpful. They're smart. They're wise people.
Yeah.
She watches over your whole family.
Oh,
She is with Eric. You felt that though. You've known that. And she is really grateful for the work that you're doing in the world to help other people. Because it feels like they're also like helpful to other people in their own way, like servant type people.
yeah, she worked for the Red Cross.
Yeah, exactly.
She was really cool. I mean, they didn't have much of an education. My grandmother had a 6th grade education. My grandfather an 8th grade education, but I mean, he believed in aliens and stuff. It was
no, they were actually it wasn't like necessarily like the kind of education you get from books, but they're both very wise, smart people.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know, and that is something that they feel grateful that they were able to give to you. It's like a gift that they were able to give to you. I am
grateful for them.
So
I miss them so much.
I like them.
They're awesome people. I mean, salt of the earth. All right. Okay. Sherry, Elia, A-E-L-I-A, Elia. I'm sorry if I'm terrible with names. Does my son, Eric, with a C, Stephen West, have any messages for her? Cheryl, Elia.
I saw a skateboard. So I don't know if you like skateboard. So just wanted to mention that.
Okay.
Oh, one second. His name's Eric.
Yes,
different spelling, Eric says.
Yeah.
First thing he says is to her that he's sorry for how he went. So it feels like he maybe was self-inflicted, I think. Or something, like he took something, but he's sorry. He feels like he has learned a lot. He was a bit reckless down here.
Okay.
And he's had to do a lot of learning, and he's sorry for the pain he put her through. He loves her more than he can express. I feel like I'm welling up. Right through me, but he wants her to know that he's okay and that he loves her so much. He's been waiting to get through. It feels like she's talked to another medium, but he's been waiting to get through to say this to her today.
Okay. Well, that's sweet. Does he hang out with Eric at all? The Eric with a K?
Yeah, they're together.
That's
good. They do know each other.
That's good. All right, Ashton Hall. Do you ask in the name of Jesus where your healing is coming from and whom? Well, you know, Ezekiel. I mean, Jesus Christ is on the divine team for the scalar energy healing, but
yeah, I work with the ascended masters, and Jesus is an ascended master. So, yeah, I always make sure I work with the highest beings of light. So,
of course. And yes, I do. And others. Maureen Chan from France. Will I find a job that aligns with me here in France?
Yes. It's on its way, but I don't know. I see the image. This is always what I get. If there's some like red tape in the way or something that needs to maybe be approved.
Yeah.
There's a few more pieces of that before she gets the job.
Does she need to do anything to make sure that it happens? Or will it happen?
No, it will happen, but it feels a little bit bogged down at the moment. Like it just is like slow, but it will.
That's why she's asking the question.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will happen. She just needs to trust that it will happen, and it will. It will. Just enjoy yourself in this moment if you can.
Awesome. Colleen McEachern, can Eric help me understand the people injured from the V? Will they get help, the help they need? Government is not helping, and it breaks my heart. From the V, maybe the VA?
No, I think she's saying vaccine to me.
Oh, I see. Okay. Got
So,
it.
sorry, what was the question though? Because he said the word.
Can
So,
Eric help me understand the people injured from the vaccine? Will they get the help they need? Government isn't helping and it breaks my heart.
will he help her do that? Will the government help? The government won't necessarily help with people who are struggling with that right
Of course
now.
not.
So no is the answer. Sorry to say, but will he help you understand? Yeah, he can help you understand more if you want to. But he
Okay.
is mentioning the word free will. Like we have free will. So
Of course.
yeah.
Okay.
Whatever your opinion is about that. I'm not, this isn't a political statement. I'm just
Oh,
saying,
no.
yeah.
Gail Johnson, wondering if there's a message for her higher self, guys, or Eric.
What's the name? I'm sorry.
Gail Johnson.
Gail. Hi, Gail. She's on the cusp of a big awakening. She kind of feels like everybody else gets these really cool experiences. She kind of feels like not anything like that happens to me, but she's on the cusp of a big awakening. So keep going.
Well, that's
That's what
good.
he says. Mhm.
All right. So June Murphy, I did scalar work on her daughter, Deanna,
Mhm.
last initial, I think, optimization of the peripheral vision. It was done in December. And she mentions it feels like a block is being removed. She feels like it's healing,
Mhm.
not as blocked, less pressure. Is the scalar work working for her?
I get a yes, and it lights up. So it is actually happening, helping a lot.
Awesome. I
Good
love
work
that.
on that one.
Oh my God. Thanks to the divine team. All right. I think we'll close up now so that you can get another chance to tell us about your awesome offering.
Oh, thank you. So we're going to start on the full moon because we're going to start with like letting go of energy leaks and our agreements that we have, like, kind of leaking our energy in our life.
Really?
And then we move. Yeah, exactly. And so I was like, start a class on the full moon. That seems weird, but that's what they told me to do. Then we're going to move through the solstice and working with solar energy, working with the energies of the sun this time of year to help kind of like charge. And then we will work into the new moon, which is the following week. So it's going to be really fun. I'm going to channel the class. So
Now, are you going to record this?
Yeah, exactly. So if you can't come live, then everybody will get a recording, and I'll have I'm going to record. I'm also doing this, recording meditations each week.
Oh my
and
God. You're
so
amazing, girl.
I don't know.
You guys got to know how amazing this girl is. All right. So Courtney Dillon, CourtneyDillon.com. Check her out. She does so much. She's not a jack of all trades. She's a master of all trades.
Oh,
and I
thank
you, Courtney.
Thank
I love
you.
all of you guys out there, and I love you, Eric. Thank
I love
you.
you. He says I love you, and we'll see you at the cocktail hour on Monday, everyone.
Woo!
Yeah, so it'll be fun.